Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. If you would, please remember to like and subscribe and share these videos. It's helping me build the channel, and I do much appreciate it. It's very slow in my shop today, so I decided to pace back and forth like a madman inside my narrow little shop and talk to you about something that has been on my mind recently. This topic has come up a couple times with a couple of my customers, but I don't think we've gotten into it in details enough. And I think it's a very, very, very important topic. And that is the question of how much gold and how much silver would you need if the US dollar were to collapse? And I've seen some channels touch on this a little bit. I've seen some economic channels touch on it a little bit, but I haven't seen anybody really put it out there in a form that's anything based in reality. And some of this has been eye-opening. And to be honest with you, I was going to make a video about this with all sorts of fancy numbers and charts and all this other stuff I was researching at home. And, as I was making that video on my laptop, I realized that I'm not really good at making videos that way. And I'm much better just talking and rambling like this, to be honest with you. I am no professional speaker, that's for sure, as I'm sure you're aware. And so I wasn't going to bore you with all these charts. I'm just going to tell you the way it is and the way I think it is. You can agree with me or you don't have to agree with me. That's up to you. But I think you need a lot more gold and silver than you realize to survive a US dollar crash. And let's be honest, most of us are we're stacking silver and gold for what reason? Yeah, some of us are collectors. Some of us are using it as a savings account. But most of us are stacking because we believe they're spending way too much money, and a collapse of the US dollar is a very, very strong possibility. And that's why we're stacking silver and gold. So let me break it down to you like this. And keep in mind, this is very hypothetical. And everybody's situation is going to be quite different. But let's assume you're 65 years old and you are retired. And let's assume that you're factoring in that you might live to be 80, which is 15 years. And let's also assume that you own your own house and you don't have any major bills or expenses. And then let's assume that you owe your expenses each month is about $3,000, which is, I think, very reasonable. And also for purposes of this discussion, let's assume you have no real form of income. You don't even have Social Security. So how much gold would you need like right now? And this is assuming that there's no inflation or anything like that. Okay? This is just for the purpose of displaying something. So as I was calculating this stuff and, had all these fancy mathematical stuff I pulled up and started calculating, which it's not that difficult. $3,000 a month for 15 years is $540,000 worth of silver and or gold or a combination of both. I don't know about you guys, but $540,000 worth of metal is a lot of money. And how many of you and how many silver and gold stackers out there could even come close to that number? Because even me as a dealer, I don't have that kind of number of that much weight in that much value in silver and gold. It's a lot. And it seems pretty unrealistic to have that much. Now, of course, this is assuming you have no other form of income and everything stays the same, and you're just trying to get through the next 15 years of your life just off your precious metals, which may be very unrealistic. But now let's throw in the other scenario. let's say the dollar started rapidly losing value, and for the sake of conversation, let's say everything, all the cost of goods, everything went up a multiple of 4, so 4 times. So eggs right now might be $5 a dozen. Let's say they go to 20. So everything goes up 4 times. And this is what I'm thinking. Historically, gold especially, let's talk about gold. Gold has went up enough to cover this, or to be in parity with the rate of inflation. So gold, what I'm saying is gold should go up 4 times the amount. So that $540,000 you needed in gold would now technically be worth $2.1 million, and that's what you would need to get through it. Now, this is the mistake that I think a lot of silver and gold stackers are making, and I don't think it's realistic, although I don't know for sure. A lot of the guys I talk to, a lot of the silver and gold stackers, they're stacking silver and gold because they do believe that the dollar is going to crash or collapse, but they also believe their silver and gold, they're going to go up exponentially, meaning they're going to go up a lot more than that 4-time multiple. They might go up 50 times. That's what they're thinking. And my personal belief is that won't happen like that. I do believe that gold, specifically gold, is a hedge against inflation. And I do believe that it would at least keep up with the inflation, which would give you some protection. But I don't know, and I don't really believe that it will go up exponentially like that. Now, I could be wrong. There's other factors at play. Things could influence it. You could have a massive rush to precious metals that's in the event that this happens. And this stuff might go up a lot more than that 4 times. And that's what, most of you guys are thinking. But to live in terms of reality as pertaining to precious metals, do you think that this would really happen that way? Do we have any evidence that this would happen? Now, somebody in my store, a customer, told me today, look back at, I believe it was the Weimar Republic, and they were able to, you were able to basically buy like an entire apartment building for, an ounce of gold or something like that. Now, I didn't research that, so if you know anything about that, please leave them in the comments below. But that was in one certain area of the country, Germany, right? And what would happen if this was a worldwide event where everything got devalued all over the world? So you're not safe anywhere. Would it be the same scenario as that? I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong about that. But the whole point of this video is you would need quite a bit of precious metals to protect yourself and your family, of course, in this case, and to get through a number of years to survive. And it worries me a little bit that nobody really talks that much about that. But with that being said, I'm not trying to talk you out of buying precious metals. And I'm definitely not pumping precious metals and telling you, because I don't even sell online. I'm just saying that you need a lot more than you realize, I think. And everything is, I think. I don't know for sure. But we'll have to see what happens with that. I'm not sure which route everything's going to go. Everything's kind of up in the air right now. And, don't stop stacking is what I'm saying. I mean, me personally, I'm going to continue to add to it. Because let me tell you something. You are much better off with your stacks, no matter what it is, of precious metals than you are without it. Because without it, and if this were to happen, you are totally screwed. We're all screwed in that case, to be honest with you. And because the majority of the population, they don't have any substantial amount of precious metals put away. So with that being said, you would probably need other things other than just silver and gold. Some other things might be a lot more barterable than silver gold at that point. I don't know, guys. This was just a thought. This was a random video. I just picked up the camera and started walking around the store. These are my thoughts about it. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? What do you think would happen with the price of metals with a rapid devaluation of the U.S. dollar? And, you know, I want to hear what you have to say. And please, no boomer comments. I'm just kidding. You could call me a boomer. I'm not a boomer, but you can call me a boomer. I know I keep going on about that. But it's all I want to talk to you about today, guys. So until the next video, thanks for tuning in and have a great day, guys.